We're finally back.
I know. Welcome back to Morning Coffee with Nice and Knit. I'm Katie.
And I'm Kara. And it's been quite a while since we joined you. We're really sorry about that. We always intend to
Life got in the way.
We always intend to do better than we do. So I guess the intention's there, but going forward, we're certainly going to try and podcast more often.
We've had a super busy summer so far, which has been amazing for Nice and Knit. Between trunk shows this spring, lots of shop updates, and just trying to keep up with wholesale orders. We've been very, very busy.
Yeah, and a little bit of life mixed in, which has been fun. But if we want to just recap our spring a little bit, we went to the Knot House
in Frederick, Maryland.
We were there for a nice long weekend.
We met so many awesome dyers and got to spend time with them, which was really a great time. We were with
Autumn and Indigo, Farmer's Daughter, Duck Wool, Periwinkle Sheep, Swift. Yeah, it was Little Fox,
Julie Aslin, and we really got to know them, and we got to share some trade secrets and find out what works for them, and it was really fun.
And it was good to know we're not alone at all in this journey. We have a lot of things in common that we experience, and a lot of the creative process is the same. So it was a great weekend.
And we love Heather and Kathy. They're always so gracious. The town is just adorable, so we got to walk around and see some of the shops in between.
And I mean, I know we're biased because we have our yarn there, but they have some of the best indie dyers in the shop. So, and I think they sell a lot online.
Yes, they do.
So you can go to Knot House Yarns, I think is their website. And they do a podcast too. So we're also fellow podcasters.
And then we went to Mermaid's Pearl.
Yes, in Rhode Island. I'm trying to remember the town name, which is terrible.
It's right near Newport.
Yes.
Because we always
call
say
it
Newport.
But but it was a darling little town, little sea town. You got some fresh seafood.
Yeah, we brought seafood home, some oysters.
Father's Day weekend, so you got to a special
So that was fun.
Father's Day.
And again, beautiful yarns, beautiful shop.
More than that, though, the samples they have there are like some of the best we've seen. They have so many knit samples that you could have a total creative block, walk in the door and want to walk out making everything. They're beautiful. So really
good place to check out for sure.
Yeah, a good
and
spot
a great,
to visit.
Amazing town. We'll put it up.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome town. We were like, why don't we come here for vacation?
I know.
So
very, very cute.
So I've been sick for 2 weeks, so you'll have to excuse my voice here. But
better than you were. You were in rough shape.
I was near tears or maybe crying.
I kept trying to convince her to go to the doctor, but she's had enough of doctors lately, so.
Yeah, I haven't. My son broke his wrist and had to have surgery, so we've been back and forth to the doctor instead of
for
a
everyone
license.
except for yourself.
Yeah.
But that's like a typical mom thing, right?
Yep. We're always last. That's all right.
Yep. But
it gave me knitting time.
I was going to say, the one good thing about doctor's appointments is that when you sit there, you can knit.
Yes, and
so
I have definitely, and when you're sick, you don't really want to do anything but knit either. So I have been working on Andrea Mowry's
The Golden Hour.
The Golden Hour, and it's flying off my needles. I've enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, maybe, you only started this maybe a week ago,
right? A week
right?
ago, yeah. Maybe even a little less. So it's our worsted weight, and it's knit on a size 8, I think.
Check.
8. And so I use the driftwood is the light gray, Nantucket is the dark variegated blue, and then Seaside is the tealy turquoise. But you
really
helped me
beautiful.
pick out the colors. I was back and forth, but I'm enjoying it so much. I'm actually going to put up some combinations on our website because I highly recommend this knit. I was a little leery on the shawl calls for 230 yards of a worsted weight. Ours is 218, but I can show you here. I have a significant amount left in my first two colors, just for the edging, which is all that's left. So I'll have plenty with 218 to finish this shawl. So
Yeah.
one skein of our worsted in 3 different colorways, and you can do the golden hour.
Yep. And I think, I mean, we've said this before, but one of our favorite things to do is pick out colors.
Yeah.
So we'll do some of our favorite combinations. Of course, you can just go to our worsted page and grab a skein of each in any of your own color combos, but we'll throw some of our favorites up as its own page if picking out colors is not your favorite thing.
I haven't always loved a triangle shawl.
I was just going to say that because the ironic thing is that we are both working on triangle shawls right now, and we were very shapist.
Don't like
we were
them,
very against triangle shawls for a very long time, but maybe we're coming around.
Well, we've tried a couple on in fingering, and they work beautifully in fingering. In worsted, sometimes they're, and you can see, and even in Andrea's pictures, it's a bulky.
It's a lot.
It's a bulky.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But I think I'm picturing this at the Cape on the beach in the evenings. I think it'd be perfect.
I'm
Even
picturing
in the
it
summer,
like
and
in a snowstorm wrapped up on the
too.
couch.
Yeah, that too.
Either way, or
So-
if you're in an office, that's cool. A triangle
Yeah.
is really good, just draped over your shoulders.
Right. It's not as wearable, wrapped maybe, as it is as a shawl. Like
Yeah,
it is.
And some of the other shapes are a little, we find more wearable, but that doesn't mean that knitting them and finding their purpose shouldn't be done. So that's what.
This also reminds me of knits that I did when I was a new knitter.
Mm-hmm.
More color work and cables and worsted. And I've always been a worsted lover, and I still am. I'm finding there's nothing like the satisfaction of a quick.
Yes. A heavier weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And really, sometimes knitting, the actual process of knitting with a heavier weight yarn is more enjoyable than
So I really recommend it.
My triangle that I'm working on right now is the girl's best friend shawl, and that's an Isabel Kramer. And this is one I've had in my queue for a while. I mean, it's not a brand new pattern, but it's within like the past year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always loved it. And
this is amazing. This is
I'm
our
really
new.
excited
Did you
about
already
it.
say that?
No, so I didn't say that yet. So when we after we were at Knot House, we had the opportunity of like seeing and feeling the Silky Single base, and we saw it knit up and saw like how durable it is and really how like soft and luxurious it was, that we decided that we wanted to use a Silky Single base as well. So we got some in, dyed it up, and I thought this would be the perfect project for the base.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be adding it in small batch updates to our site as well.
Yes.
And then eventually, I'm not sure if we're going to have it in every colorway yet. We're going to decide on that.
It'll be part of our fall lineup.
Yes.
Which will be coming.
September.
Yeah, we're going to try for like the
Early.
very, I'm going to say September 1st, but give or take a few days in there. So I'm really excited about it. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous base to knit with, and very
It's coming
much.
out so
I love
good.
the pattern. It's got like this teardrop. I'll put in a close-up photo of it. But the stitch patterns are fun. It's got color changes, different stitch patterns, so it's keeping me motivated. And it is a triangle, but this is fingering weight, and yours is worsted weight.
Mm-hmm. Here's another skein of the Silky Single.
Previously, I was like a little leery of
Singles.
Singles because they can pill, especially if they're in 100% wool. But then I was a little leery of silk because I think 100% silk can lose its shape a little bit if it's a sweater. But like I said, we saw a lot of finished objects, and they were holding their shape after years of being done. So we decided.
So we're testing it, and it will be available soon.
Yes.
So.
What else you got going on?
So I finished my
Zwig.
finally.
Yeah, I think you were working on it at our last podcast.
And so this is, it fits me perfectly. I'm really happy with the fit. I'm happy with the yarn. I'm happy with all of it.
Yeah.
I did do the texture. A lot of people left the texture part out on the sleeves, but I did do that, and it kept me going.
It's worth it. It really does add.
Yeah.
Just it makes the sweater a little bit more special. So I'm glad you did it.
I used not even a whole skein of a speckled, and then I used 2 skeins for the body, and actually not even quite 2. And there's your doorbell.
Somebody's here. I'm not sure who. Sorry about the doorbell.
Okay, so you were saying.
I have no idea.
Either.
I think we were talking about what you're working on. No, we were talking about this.
Yes.
So
it's great.
It is, and I tried it on and was hoping to steal it, but she won't let me. But the fit is really great, and that's really probably my favorite thing about it. Because you made the small, right? Not the extra small. I think yes.
Okay.
I think you did because I was gonna make it.
I'm also just a tight knitter too, so
yeah.
I don't think I have a gauge on this.
Either way, it's great.
Yeah. I'm liking it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we're good. And you finished this.
I finished this. This is the Washed Out by Joji Locatelli, and I think that we talked about it, but it was still on my needles in the last one. And
we have sold a ton of these kits.
Yes. So highly recommend this knit just because, well, it's fun, but it also fades. So you start with like this, we have this purple is our grapevine colorway, and that fades and transitions to our 2018 colorway, and then that fades and is
it's backwards.
Yep, bound off on the lace. Sorry about that. Is our Mayflowers, and these 3 colors really just sort of speak to everybody. Whenever we take it to a trunk show or people see it, they just these colors. So
if you're interested in these,
you need
to get them now.
Yes,
because fall will be coming, and we're going to actually take our spring colors down for a little bit. We probably will bring a lot of them back in the spring again. But it's time to change it up.
Yep.
And I think we're going to go a little more moody this fall. More grays, maybe some browns, some rusts, some golds.
I mean,
we'll have some of our
traditional, we'll have some brights, but not
I think
like
we're
the
also
pops.
going to go with some traditional fall colors.
Yes. So this knit went pretty quickly. You do need a full skein of each color, and you'll use almost all of it. But there are some other combinations that I've loved that people put together.
I think it would be amazing in the skinnies singles also.
This pattern, yeah, for sure. Pretty much anything fingering, I'm happy with that base.
So I'm also, we're kind of jumping around, but I can talk about what else I'm still knitting. I'm not sure if I had started this last time. I don't think so. But I'm working on a fingering our sock.
We hadn't started it because they don't even know about our sock yet.
Right. So we also have a new base, our sock base.
Two new bases since the last time, since the last podcast.
So this has 25% nylon, 75% superwash merino. And I love it as an additional fingering weight. This is our robin's egg colorway in the sock in our Millie pattern. I just have one small little sleeve left over here, and
it's been sitting like that for a minute.
No. I just go like crazy on a project, and then if it needs any little, you have to pick it up or the needles break or something, it just gets put aside. Yeah. But I did get these at Mermaid's Pearl, the Flexi Flips
from Addie.
I'm excited to try these. So I think that I'm going to finish the last sleeve with these and see how I like them.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about them. They were really popular. I think they sold out for quite a while, and they were hard to get, but we were able to snag some, so that was exciting.
I think I'm going to have a Millie on my needles always, just in different weights, I want to stripe one. Every other row is striped, or a thicker stripe. Or I've also thought of using our the Adventurous wrap singles and fading one. I think that would be amazing too.
Yeah,
so
I'm into the striping. I like the every other row. I agree. We wear these a lot because they're simple
and I know
to
I'm
throw
going to
on.
love this
they're
one
lightweight.
the most. Now I want to finish it. So
okay, get on it. By the next podcast.
Next podcast, I'll be wearing it.
All right, cool. I'm also working with our new sock weight yarn. Not much on here yet, but I'm probably most excited about this project. And all the projects I have on my needles right now, I have 7 different projects that I'm interested in that are keeping me motivated to knit. This is the one I'm most excited about. This is the Tencel pullover that was part of the latest Brooklyn Tweed collection. I think it's Wool People 12. But it's Emily Green is I think that's her name, right? Her first name, it's Emily. This is her pattern, so it's part of the Wool People. It is,
I don't know if you can see,
everything that I have been wanting to knit in a pullover. So it's airy, it's a little bit of lace work, it's boxy, it's long sleeves, it has like this really great cowl, and any finished project I've seen done looks incredible and looks amazing on.
And it's in that driftwood colorway too. I think it's going to be so pretty. I also grabbed a skein of our dock side in the sock because I'd really like to copy Kara as...
We always do this.
Yeah, that's okay.
If one of us makes something, the other one has to also.
Yeah. But I think for fall too.
Yeah. It's going to be one of those really special knits. I mean, we make plenty of things, but it's going to be like a top 3.
I feel like,
done, sure.
Anything Brooklyn Tweed puts out as Wool People or any of those patterns are extremely special.
I agree. Speaking of special knits, my Comfort Fade Cardi had a little bit of I don't know, something happened with it, and so it's not what it was before. And so I decided that after crying over it a little bit, that I was going to cast on a new one.
It got bleached out.
Yeah.
Not.
I don't really know if I can fix it or not.
Yeah.
Is the bigger issue, really. So I decided to cast on a new one, but we have always talked about knitting the Comfort Fade cardigan, which is an Andrea Mowry pattern. It's a fade. We've always talked about knitting it in just a solid color so that you have a really just wearable throw on. I would wear my Comfort Fade cardi almost like a jacket in the winter, so I would toss it on as I walked out the door. But because it's faded and it has, different colors in it, I felt like matching it was a little bit hard. So we have this this dark, almost black, this inky charcoal.
It's called
Drive-In colorway, which will be part of the fall lineup. I decided to knit it in just plain black. And so I think I'm going to wear it a ton.
Yeah,
I'm picturing it with some fuzzy boots and
cowl neck. It's going to be really nice.
Very excited about it, and it's so simple now to knit if it's just one color. And I think it's going to use less yarn because we're not fading. I'm actually doing it in our worsted base. My gauge is pretty similar. And yeah.
I think you're going to really wear it all the time.
You're
already making great progress.
So I've done a couple days of knitting on it. I just split for the sleeves. So
you're quick. Like worse than me for once.
Yeah, right now.
Some projects.
Now I am. But, yeah. What else?
Okay, so our pink hazel bags. Anytime we go to a shop, we love to buy something.
Yes.
Usually bags, because typically we only knit with our own yarn. It's not that we don't love everyone else's or a lot of other dyers. We do. There's, I admire so many indie dyers, and they're gorgeous. But we are always looking for more samples in our own yarn to share and to have at shows.
And we love it. I mean, we love knitting. Yeah.
So when we go to other shops, that was part of what we loved
previously. Yeah. Going to the yarn shop.
Right, and finding new things. So most of the time it's bags.
Bags or needles.
Yeah.
Or pins but
So, or we find them online. And pink hazel bags have always been a big, we've admired them from afar for a long time. So she had an update a couple months ago, or a month or so ago. And I was sitting at the computer, and my hands were like shaking. I just had to get one or two.
Two.
So I sat there and I had them in the cart, and as I was going to check out, it was gone, and I'd add another one. So anyway, we got 2, and I was so ecstatic. They were sold out in minutes.
Yes, and these are the Eden bag.
Yes.
And we had gotten a little sneak preview. We saw a couple customers at Knot House Yarns the weekend of Maryland Sheep and Wool that came through that were wearing them, and they were wearing them in this really great with this.
So we added the straps.
Crossbody.
We added these on. They didn't come with the bag. These smaller
but
straps
she sells
do.
them. They're in her shop.
They're in her shop. Yes. So we added those to.
You can wear a crossbody, which is great,
Mm-hmm.
or you can shorten it up and wear it.
And it fits a lot. I usually can fit quite a few different.
And there's pockets inside, which we can do a close-up picture.
Yep.
But there's a zipper pocket, and then there's 2 other pockets for like your cell phone or needles or whatever.
They came with David's tees.
Really nice packaging.
Some tees and some pins.
And then she did another
A
update
pink hazel pin.
a couple weeks later.
So that's really fun that she does such a beautiful job packaging. So then Kara, that was one I had in my cart and I didn't get.
A couple weeks later, she did another update, and I snagged this one. And what I love about it is that it's so different than this one. This one is bright and, the yellow, and this is going to be more of like a fall bag. So it's like an olivey green on the bottom and like some mustard or a tanny on the top. And
that will match so good with the strap too. The tan on the top.
Yeah.
So pretty.
But we are, in general, we're major bag people.
Yeah.
Anytime we see a bag, we have to get one. So let's go through our bags. Go ahead.
This we got at Ribbon. This is Ribbon Street. We got it at Knot House. And I got the small and the large when we were there. And they have like contrasting fabrics on the inside. Just great project bags.
We also got the Home Row Fiber Company bag. And this is just she has really cute prints that she does herself. And then, they're drawstring. But this is like perfect for a small project. So, like a shawl. In mine, I have another work in progress I haven't talked about yet.
I do too. I just saw
another one. This is the Sapilla sweater, which is a Caitlin Hunter. So I cast this on. When I cast it on, I knew I wasn't in the mood to make a fingering weight stranded colorwork sweater, but I really love it, and I know that at some point I want
this
sweater.
This is going to look amazing with some Uggs.
I know it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited about it. I want the project. I just, at the time, wasn't in the mood. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get it on my needles. I'll get it going, and I will come back to it when I am in the mood. So,
and that's Dockside and
Truro.
Truro.
It's a very good combo. The color work is going to pop amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be beautiful when it's done. I know it. I know I'm going to wear it. I know I'm going to love it. I'm not feeling it right now.
So our friend Sandra,
yes,
from Sandy by the Lakeside,
yes, she is a fellow podcaster,
sent us these amazing bags.
I posted this on our Instagram last week too.
Yes.
So there's another picture of it, but I can.
But these are
cute little
so adorable. I love these.
We kind of argued over who got what bag.
Yeah, but I had that, and then you took it.
Oh. Whoops. I didn't know that.
I noticed.
I
had my stuff in it.
No, there was nothing in here.
No, I dumped it out to take the picture, and then you left.
Oh, and I took it. You should have sat. Whoops.
No, it's fine.
I know.
I have a few bags.
Yeah, that's very funny. You
I have
should
this
have
one
said
now.
so. I feel
okay.
bad.
No, don't.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well.
So anyway, in my bag, not my current bag.
Here, that's yours.
I started Andrea Maury's Harlow hat. She did an update over.
It was like Memorial Day, right?
A knit along over the Memorial Day weekend. I was totally gonna finish in the 4 days and started it. Was going crazy, loved it, and then I one day was looking and I'm on one size 5 needle and one size 3 needle.
It's supposed to be a 3, right?
Yeah, so I quit.
Yep.
I was like, but I really can completely finish this. and it
there's
would
nothing,
be fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
I think
with
it's definitely, I don't know, maybe it's not, since it's brioche, maybe this side is a little smaller. I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know.
But see, that's how I am. If something goes wrong, I just put it away.
Yeah, that's okay.
But it's beautiful. I used Jetty and Nantucket, and I thought it was
it's really
an amazing combination. So
this bag is actually holding my Comfort Fade cardi that I'm working on, and they match really well. So
I love that.
Very fun.
It's perfect.
But I was actually direct messaging with Sandra the other day because she wanted to know how the bag was. She's got a whole bunch in progress, but we got one of the first of these. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, it's amazing. I have 2 sweater projects in there right now. I was like, I have a water bottle. I was like listing all the things that I had stuffed in here. And what I like is the taper at the top, so nothing's spilling out. Things
Keeps
are not
nice
falling
structure.
in. Yeah, it's. I do really like it. So sorry I stole it on you.
It's
but
totally good.
Kind of glad I did.
It's funny.
It is very funny.
So just picked up this bag too. This is a Jenna Rose.
Yes, I have those too.
She does screen printing. She has a shop on Etsy. We first found out about her from Tana's Fiber Arts blog.
Yep.
Years ago. And I have like a bucket bag. I love her Instagram feed.
Her work is beautiful.
It is. It's really beautiful.
Very
This
beautiful.
is kind of a fall bag. I just got it recently, but I thought for fall it's really perfect.
I actually snagged this in our family Yankee swap. Our
Oh,
sister
really?
Betsy put it in there.
Okay.
It was like a hand knit cowl, and this was the gift I picked or stole. I'm not sure. But this, I think that was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And this is
Your notions, right?
It's my notions bag, but I mean, frankly, bags come and go for me because as I get new ones, I get excited about them, so I start using that. But this one has not. This is like always
it has
been
like a really
such a keeper. I don't know if it's the size or like the something about it.
It's
I adore.
double material. The zipper's really great.
Yes,
Has the leather
and
strap.
I mean, it's a mess right now, but it holds all my needles and it holds them really, really well. And anytime I'm looking for something, I just go straight to this bag, and I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
a good
really
one.
of my favorites. So
So
these are
in
great.
this bag, I had started Guthrie by Caitlin Hunter again. I started that last week. I have been dreaming of the high contrast sample that she had in, is it charcoal in cream or navy and cream? So I wanted to try and use turquoise, and then I used our, what is this? Starboard, and I used
Shoal? Plankton?
Plankton in a speckle in our DK Luxe. I'm going to start over because I don't love the speckles. I wanted it more high contrast. It's pretty, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. So I think I'm going to go with the plain driftwood colorway or the hazy skies colorway in our DK Luxe. And I think that will really pop the color work.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And that was like your requirement from the beginning, is
Yeah.
that you wanted a very high contrast. Like you were even thinking of just the hazy skies with like a bright pink,
Yeah.
right? Like that was.
So I love the pattern. It's it's enjoyable. I did have quite a nice amount of progress, but I'm gonna start over.
My last work in progress, which needs to be done soon because of the colors I'm using, and I think I was working on this during our last one. I have completely just set it down. Is the gelato shawl.
Yeah, you gotta finish that.
I need to finish it because it's just so bright and cheery and beautiful for summer. But it's big. Like right now there's a lot of stitches on these needles. I think I'm like
Wow.
400s or something right now. And by the time you finish, there's like 600 stitches. So I'm to the point where I'm going to add my third color, which is this very great creamsicle orange that we call daffodil. And I adore the combination of colors, and I adore the shawl. But each row is long, and so I decided to pick up something that would go faster. But I do want it done for this summer, so that'll make reappearance soon.
So next week we plan on doing another shop update of the Adventurous wrap. I plan on having over 30 kits available.
Yeah.
So watch for that.
Yes.
We'll hopefully post this the beginning of, next week, Monday.
It'll be in the next couple of days. So right now it's
today's Thursday,
July 19th.
Yep. So hopefully in the next couple days, and then we'll have the Adventurous wraps available when we post this.
Yeah.
So we have a ton of requests for those. Each time we post them, they are slightly different.
Yeah.
I dye them, and I'm very I try to keep them in a nice fade, but sometimes, I might speckle some a little more. Maybe I'll do a blue or a green gradient to the pink to coral to purple. So I will take photos of the actual set that we're selling next week before we put them out.
But within that, there's slight variations.
Yeah.
None of these have color names. They are dyed specifically to...
we're being artistic.
This wrap, they're small batch. They are unique, which actually I think is one thing that makes it very cool. Yeah. Is how unique they are.
So these can be used, we list it as the Adventurous wrap kit, but really they can be used for any of the fades. They're great just to have 25 skeins of different colors. The Casapinka starts today.
Yeah,
actually, the Crown Jewels knit along. These would be fabulous for that as well.
Yeah. There's 25 mini skeins. They're 87 yards each. They're fingering weight, so you end up with over 2,000 yards. They could be the most amazing blanket. Yeah. So there's a lot of things you can do with them.
And literally, we sell out
fast.
So
a couple hours.
Yeah. Wool and Honey. We sent some to Wool and Honey in Michigan. They said they sell out in an hour when they post them. So yeah, that's really fun, and it's something that makes us happy to put together too.
Yes.
It's a time consuming.
They're a big project. Yes. They're a
big
project to dye. When we do 30 times 25, however many skeins that is, 600 over 600 skeins
at a time to get ready in a couple days. So it takes
twist
a lot of twisting
and packaging and lining them up and so they are very labor intensive, but they're fun and they make the most amazing wraps.
Yes.
So.
Okay, so that and
one other bag I was going to share really quickly is this. This is the Magpie Fibers bag, and it's very cool. I love it. I brought it actually traveling. We went to Florida in May, and this was an amazing carry-on bag. It's huge, honestly, but I love it because I call it my bag for the bags because it fits all sorts of projects. And you can just keep piling them in. It fits like my laptop. It fit, water bottles. So, I can fit more bags in here even. So I love this one. And
we were at Magpie's grand opening of her new studio, and that's where we purchased this. I don't know if she has these online. We'll have to look.
I'm not sure.
It was a beautiful space that she has down when we were at the Knot House for the Knit Along weekend.
Yep.
Pop-up shop. There we go. So then next week, starting on the 30th, we are going to close the shop for a week. We're going all 5 of us girls with our parents to Vermont for a family vacation with our.
Do they know that we have 4 sisters?
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's 5 of us girls total.
Yeah. We are 2 out of 5 girls. Each of us is married with kids of our own. And so all 26.
Right. So 14 grandkids. Right?
Yep. Yeah, 14 grandkids.
3, 6, 9.
10 of us and our 2 parents. There's 26 of us.
14.
We're all heading to Vermont. Stowe, Vermont for the week.
So it should be fun. We're not all staying in the same house. We're gonna have our own apartments.
We're at the same inn.
We're at the same inn,
but we each have
our own space a little bit. Which we may need, but it's going to be really fun. We're looking forward to bike riding. There's a nice pool. Just relaxing.
Yes, so we won't be around to ship orders, but so we are going to have the shop closed. We'll have a note up there that any orders that are placed won't be shipped until we're back in August.
So then I go to the
I'm
Cape
back in
till
August.
Kara's back. Then I'm going to go
Katie's
to Cape
gonna
Cod.
be gone most of the
I'm
month
just
of
taking
August.
off. And then I'm going to take my boys camping also. So that's my plans for the summer. And I usually take them for a week to Hammonasset Beach in Connecticut. And
we're actually going to split a week at Hammonasset.
Yeah,
Katie's going to go the beginning of the week with her boys, and I will take the second half of the week.
Which is, I'm really looking forward to that. I usually camp in a tent or a couple tents, and the boys bring friends. And this time I found a cabin that was open right there at the campground. So I'm really excited about not having to pitch a tent, and it has some beds.
It's still camping. I mean, you have to bring all your stuff.
Yeah,
You're
there's
bringing
no
your,
stove, there's no sinks in there. It's rustic. It's very rustic,
but you'll have a bed to sleep in. And you don't have to put up a tent.
Yeah, and I can bring a fridge, and I think I'm going to use your fridge in your garage. A
Yep.
little, you can bring the
Like a campus fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited about that because usually I have one of those marine coolers packed with food, and my boys go in it and dump everything out, and then it's sandy
And you have to keep ice.
Mhm.
Keep buying
Yeah,
more
you
ice,
keep
and
ice
more
and
ice,
ice and
and more
ice,
ice. And everything's
So.
wet and soggy.
And
Those are my favorite
I
parts about
basically go
camping.
camping with them to be the maid.
Yeah.
They come in, eat, and leave.
Yeah.
And I clean up, but I think that
But you go
they're
sit
gonna
on the
look
beach
back.
and knit.
Yeah,
You do.
and they're going to look back and
Yes. And be like, wow, Mom did that
yeah,
for us.
hopefully. I mean, that was like one thing they wanted to do this summer was go to Hammonasset camping. So
That's end of August, and then it'll be September,
and school starts and
yep. My oldest is going to be starting kindergarten,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not totally freaking out, but I kind of get the whole like, "Wah!"
yeah.
part of it. But she'll do great. She'll be fine. I'm not.
She
worried
will be
about
because
her.
she's had preschool and she's done so well at it.
She's very independent.
Yeah,
she
she is.
loves school, loves to learn. She'll be just fine.
Mhm.
So, if
But it
she's,
is crazy
if
that-
she's fine, I'll be fine.
It's crazy that it's here.
Yes, I can't believe that
Mhm.
she's going to kindergarten. But I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
She'll do amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it.
I'll have
And
to come up and get her on the bus.
yeah.
And did I already say I was supposed to have Ryan driving this year? I don't think I
remember.
did. Ryan was supposed to get his license this summer, but since he had the surgery and everything, he's still in a cast, so no license, which just means I'm driving more again. Still,
maid, a
I
taxi
wanted
driver.
him to get his license more than he did.
Yeah.
I did,
Yeah.
and now I'm still going to drive him to school and to soccer practice and back to the high school for. But you know what? October he will get his license
And then
instead
you'll
of
be driving,
August.
and you'll not have your car conversations. You'll be like, oh, I miss it.
Mm-hmm. Not all
You
car
might-
conversations
might-
are beautifully
You
scripted.
you might say at some point you miss it.
No, I actually think I will.
You'll
I
miss
will.
it a little
I
bit.
will. Mm-hmm. But I have 2 more that I'll still be carding, so
Yes.
it'll be
true.
okay.
And then we'll have fall colors. So
Yes, we should.
beginning of September, fall colors will be here. In the meantime,
And our events for this fall.
yes, in the meantime, we're sending a trunk show to a shop in Ohio. So we'll put the information up there when she's going to have it and the shop and the link. But a trunk show is going to Ohio. We have another one that will be at Chelsea Yarns in
New Jersey.
In New Jersey, that's September. October, nothing right now. We're going to be prepping for, well, we'll hope to go to Rhinebeck again. We actually went to India and Tangled. We didn't get to Rhinebeck. I'd like to go to Rhinebeck in October. And then November, we're doing the New England Fiber Festival, which we've done for the past, is it 4 or 5 years?
I think it's got to be 5. It's 5 because we were with Julie the first time.
Okay, so this might be our 4th or I think it's our 5th New England Fiber Festival. We have this year a new booth, so we'll make sure we post the details on that. It's different from where we've been the past few years. We're on the end. We have a nice corner space. I'm really excited about that.
2 booths, so it's nice. We have a lot of space.
Yep. And then
we are going to be at Vogue Knitting Live, which we're so
in New
excited.
York. So the fall is going to be crazy because we have a lot of dyeing to do to get ready for those shows. But then also, I mean, fall is probably our most inspired time, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
With knitting, with all the projects we want to do. So
I'm excited because typically in the summer I have like a lull of knitting, and I have not felt that this year at all. I just keep, like every morning I'm knitting, every evening I'm knitting. I don't typically knit during the day. We're too busy, but
there's too much
with the kids and everything. But I try to get up. I get up at 6 with my husband, or a little before, and I knit for an hour or so. And it's been awesome this summer because the boys don't need anything till at least 9.
They don't wake up, right? Don't get out of bed.
It's awful. When they were kids, I was like, please. I mean, when they were little, I was like, please sleep past 5:30.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, get out of bed.
I don't knit in the morning as much as I would like because our mornings are disastrous to begin
you're
with.
Busy, yeah.
So adding knitting to it is not usually an option, but on weekends I do.
Yeah.
Definitely Saturday, Sunday. Mm-hmm. I put my husband Matt on duty, and I sit there and I knit.
So what else?
We are going to be bringing back our monthly knit night.
Mm-hmm.
We have not done that in a few months.
Yes. Josh was busy some of the time, but we even thought about a Saturday at the bakery in the afternoon.
We're gonna make it work. We're gonna be bringing it back. We hadn't done it for a couple months. I was on vacation. The bakery dates didn't work. Then vacation has gotten in the way. So in the fall, we're going back to our monthly knit night.
I would say September.
Yes.
We'll have another knit night.
Yeah.
Or knit afternoon, knit evening, however we can make that work. Thinking about doing maybe a knit along type of a kit thing to bring with us there, and doing a fall knit along with that group. Maybe a kit that can be on the website as well, and people could knit along.
Yeah.
With us. We'll see how that goes. So.
No, yeah, we'll make that work. So, because I miss our knitting friends. We haven't
Me
seen
too.
them in a while.
Big time.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Our winner for our last month.
Our winner is Shelley Weaver.
Yes. So Shelley Weaver, congratulations.
I'll put her information up here. Congratulations, you won it was a notepad, a skein of yarn, and a mug. And the notepad was from our sister's shop, skein from us, obviously, and the mug is from our father, who is a potter.
And you can put the picture up from last time, so you know what you got.
So congratulations, Shelley.
Sorry it's been so long before we announced that.
I think we've shared the pressing things for right now. Mm-hmm. And then we'll come back. We'll have some.
So after vacation, we're going to try and do a lot. We want to post in our story every day. So you'll see more of us there on Instagram. So go to Instagram, Nice and Knit, and follow along with us for our daily updates.
Yeah.
And then you can see what, progress we're making on our projects in between our podcasts. So. And
anything we've shared today, if we went too quickly, I will make sure I put it in the show notes. I'll put links up, and we'll put titles on everything, add some photos in so you can see it a little bit closer. But thank you, if you're still with us, for being so patient for our couple of months off.
Not that we didn't want to.
And not that we were really off. We were still here and working, but...
And thank you for all your orders and all your kind comments. We love hearing from you. We literally read every single comment.
Yes.
And we love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.